Hey guys, William Ferguson here. Howdy to you. We're coming to you for a little different reason today. We're here today to give you sort of a 1 minute update on the real estate market in Fort Bend County. My special guest today is my dear, sweet, beautiful daughter, Kara McClaney. Kara, thank you for being here today.
Yeah, thanks for having me today. I'm excited to look at these numbers with you and compare them to Sugarland specifically.
Yeah, well, I don't know what I'd do without you. Kara is my Beauty and the Beast situation when it comes to real estate. Kara knows everything about countywide real estate. I'm a Sugarland guy, as you can imagine, but so we wanted to share our numbers. We want to give sort of a real press in for a minute, and then if they need to sign off, let them sign off. So, Kara, should we talk about Fort Bend first, or should we talk about Sugarland?
Yeah, so what I find super interesting right now is the months of inventory. So just even a year ago, we were looking at very low inventory. We had a lot of demand. People were trying to find these houses. Well, luckily, inventory's up, but we're still in a seller's market. So, looking at the Fort Bend County numbers, we have a 2.2 month supply of inventory. But I find it really interesting, Sugarland specific,
Right.
what that number looks like.
Yeah, pretty interesting, huh? Yeah. So the data that we have, and maybe I do like to brag a little bit. Sugarland seems to have a pretty good high value right now, and for those that are in the market of selling, the truth is you're in a pretty good place right now because our month's inventory in Sugarland is 1.54 compared to what in the county?
The 2.2 month
Yeah,
supply.
2.2. It's a big deal in Sugarland. So it's a real demand market for the buyers right now. So if you're selling, you're probably in what I would call a captain's chair right now.
Yes.
Another nice thing that I saw some similarities is the list to sold price in Sugarland is 96.7%.
Right. Yeah, that's something to pay attention to because yes, we do have these sellers in the sellers market and they're getting almost 100% of what they're asking for,
Right.
which is great for sellers. And buyers can take note and see that competition is not super high to where we're looking at, over asking prices. Everything's staying within a pretty healthy range.
So I do like to highlight this next one as well. These little data ranges are fun. So median days is 24 in Sugarland.
Yeah, so Sugarland's moving really quickly.
Yeah.
So as soon as it hits the market, you have people in there immediately looking at the homes. Fort Bend is moving pretty quickly as well. We have 33 days on market.
Yeah, it's not
So
bad.
not bad. Overall, that's moving houses fairly quickly.
And correct me if I'm wrong, when you say Fort Bend, that includes all of Fort Bend. That's Fulshire, that's all of that fast growth.
Correct. Anything with that Fort Bend address is included in these numbers.
Wow. Well, cool. So I've got one other number, really maybe two numbers that I still want to talk about. But down on the median estimate value on homes sold in Sugarland, it's $448,000. What is the county?
Yeah, so we're looking at right under
Really?
400,000.
Okay.
So again, we're considering a lot of different cities here when we find that
Right.
number. But comparing that to Sugarland specifically
Right.
and how much that area holds its value is really big.
Oh, it's such a great market right now. And, there's so many great things happening in Sugarland. I don't need to go off on that too much. But this data alone tells us that the market is not completely a seller's market, right? But it leans that way. And so if you're looking to buy, you may have a greater chance, if I may, in the greater Fort Bend County area,
Mhm.
as opposed to specifically the Sugarland market. I just want everybody to know the more you know about Sugarland, the more you know that it is our responsibility to make Sugarland a sweet place and a valuable place
Right.
because we want families, we want businesses, and we're driving that here. And to be candid with you, the evidence is in front of us that it's working.
Exactly. And sellers both in Sugarland and in Fort Bend County, they're seeing the list prices that they want and they're seeing their homes move fairly
Right.
quickly. Now when it comes to buyers, you don't see too much competition right now, but when it comes to buyers, just knowing what you're pre-approved for and having a plan ready so that when a house is on the market for a week, you know exactly what you need to do if it's something that you really want to consider.
Sure. Yeah. So, I ask people all the time, why do you come to Sugarland? I do. And they all say similar things. One is the convenience of Sugarland, everything from outdoor activities to, sports to
Mhm.
our venue like Smart Financial. It's just Sugarland is a very comfortable space to live in. And I get that all the time. The downside for me as a resident and even as a real estate professional in Sugarland, the downside is the market is sort of limited on our inventory, and it's a little
Yes.
frustrating. We want everybody to come to Sugarland, but it doesn't feel like there's always room for everyone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of clients that move here from out of state, out of town, out of the country, even. And they look at me like, hey, we want a pretty new house in Sugarland. And I have to tell them,
Yeah.
we're pretty tight on land.
Yeah.
Any new construction, you're going to be moving outward. But because of how great and attractive Sugarland is to them, they will move into, a Sugar Creek or a Greatwood, more established communities.
Well, and I know you're aware of this, but some of our viewers may not be aware of this. So one of the other things, and I don't mean to talk specifically so much about Sugarland because there's so much happening in the county that's so good. But I think people need to understand, even though our inventory of new homes is very low in Sugarland, what's interesting is our city, we have been very determined to prevent that from being a negative in our city. And so we have programs like the Great Homes program that we just recharged with some funds. And the Great Homes program allows people to improve their existing home. And the city has funds that are available that go towards their remodel. Everything that it's generally something visible from the street.
Hmm.
So if you're wanting to update your master bath, it's not going to apply. But if
Right.
your roof, your fence, your driveway, your windows, the Great Homes program allows people to, like you said, buy in a Sugar Creek area.
Hmm.
They buy the home, they update it, and they get to use some of these available funds to improve their home.
Yeah, we were actually out in the Sugar Creek area this past weekend, and I was so surprised by the variety
Yeah,
in that community. I mean,
yeah,
one house was beautiful, big, white and black painted, and then you have that older cottage feel.
sure.
So there's so much variety around here.
So where are you, as you've handled clients to our county market, where are you seeing a lot of interest from the buyers that are coming to Fort Bend? Is it any specific area, other than just Sugarland, or is it Fulshire? Is it Rosenberg? What are you seeing?
Yeah, so, community wise, it would be Sugarland. But for the kind of new feel, it's over in Harvest Green and
Mm,
Aliana. So a lot of people like that area. It's close to the mosque, it's easy access into the city. People have a lot of family in those
yeah.
areas, so they already know about it. And then the schools are ranked pretty high
And
as well.
Amazon's not far from there, right?
Amazon's right there
So that's
behind
been a good
Aliana.
employer for that area.
Exactly. It
Yeah.
brought a lot of jobs to the area.
Yeah, that's great. And then they have a lot of restaurants. They have a lot of housing opportunities, everything from apartments to homes, correct?
Exactly. Yes, it's
Yeah. So there's
booming.
there's a great. So either way, we don't want to extend this too long, but if you have any questions about the market, I mean, you can always reach out to Kara anytime. So Kara, what's the best way for folks to get in touch with you?
Yeah, so my phone number is 832-736-4515. But I am super active on social media. So if you just search for Kara McClaney Realtor, you can find me on Instagram and Facebook, and that's a really great place for us to connect.
Well, I am grateful for all the work you've done for people that I know have been looking, and you've been able to find them homes. You've been able to help them sell their homes so they can continue on in their life dreams. And if you guys ever need me, certainly you can message me as well. You can always call. But guys, I just want you to know Fort Bend County is a great place to live. You will hear negatives in every area, but I'm telling you, for the vast majority, Fort Bend County is a great place to call home. Certainly, Sugarland, and I'm very partial being a city council member in Sugarland. I'm very partial to Sugarland, but we have so many great things for families that we're always driving more outdoor activities. We're always driving businesses and restaurants and everything we can to our city so that our families and businesses can grow. So reach out to Kara, reach out to me. We will always be there to help you, and we look forward to serving you in the future. Any last thoughts, Kara?
Nope, just thanks for
No?
having me today.
All right. Well, Kara, thanks for being here. We will be back soon with more information for you to make better decisions in the marketplace. We'll see you soon. Bye, y'all.
Bye.